Hello, friends, and welcome back to your piano lesson, Piano Lessons with Joel. I'm Joel Lenderman. Thank you for being here today. Let's get right into it. Make sure you have your Alfred all-in-one course out and open. We're going to start with we'll warm up with page 69, Alpine Melody. That's one of the ones we did in our last lesson. We'll go on to page 70 with writing E, and we'll name a whole lot of notes on page 70. Page 71, C for right hand, 72, middle C, and then when we get to 73, we'll be doing a waltz, playing a waltz. So, before we get on to the Alpine Melody, let's review what our hand position needs to look like at the piano. So I only have one camera set up, and it is of my left hand. So let's take a look at my left hand. And remembering that we want to keep a nice natural curve to our hand, not too straight. We want to bring our curved fingers up so that our thumb comfortably reaches the keys. Okay, and I'm looking at the Alpine Melody, left hand only. 1, 2, 2. All right, let's play that together, and let's just do left hand only, and focus on your left hand fingering position, the curve in your finger, the wrist up above the piano keyboard. Of course, your back is nice and straight. Your feet are relatively flat on the floor. Here we go. 1, ready, and go. 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Look ahead to the next line, and 1, 2, 1, 2. Keep the curve in your fingers. Go ahead. 1, 2. Stretch up to the E. 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we have tied notes there at the end. Total of 6 counts. In the red there at the end of the Alpine Melody, it does say play both hands an octave higher. 8 VA again means an octave higher the second time. So how about we played an octave higher the second time? All right, let's get back to here and let's play the entire piece together. Get your right hand up in position. We have our G chord there, 1, 3, and 5. And then we have our left hand, thumb on D, getting ready for the B, and getting ready for the G. All right, let's keep it at a nice, moderately slow tempo. 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, play. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, pedal. 2, 3, 1, pedal. 2, 3, 1, pedal. 2, 1, 1, 2, pedal. 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Now look and move up, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, pedal, 2, 1, pedal, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, well done, my friends. How did you make out with that? Moving up that octave is a little tricky, so you really need to get your eyes moving up to where your hands need to go. All right, so you're down here, and while you're holding 2, 3, get your hands moving. 1, 2, and actually play the right note when we get there. All right, let me show that again. So 1, 2, 3, look ahead, 2, and look up and go 1. All right, so hopefully you're making out okay with that. Now, in your practicing, if you did not practice going up the octave, then take some time and go back and practice going up the octave. That's a nice technique to start working on at this point, moving your hands around, and that's a nice example and a nice piece to get your eyes moving, your brain repositioned, your hands repositioned to the upper octave there. Okay, let's move on. Turn the page. Let's get into today's lesson. Writing E for right hand. This reviews all right hand notes studied so far. So just like our other exercise we did in the lesson before, we're naming all the notes in the right hand. And you see that you have your all the notes that we've done right there at the top of the page. So I'm going to go through this kind of quickly. I'll play each note as we go. And just go ahead and check. You can play with me if you want. Fingering will be up to you. There's no fingering written in, and it's all a little strange once you kind of just get moving and playing all these notes. And here we go. So 1, ready, and I'll say it as we go. B, C, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. Okay. Go back and check them. If you didn't catch all that, go back and check. Let's go on to number 2. Starting with B again. Now we're skipping. We're going up by thirds here. So B, D, F, A, C, E, C, A, F, D, B. Okay. Again, go and check that if you need to. Let's go on to number 3, starting on C. Here we go. C, E, G, B, D, B, G, E, G, E, C. Okay, well done. That's a nice, put all that together. Nice 7 chord there. Number 4, let's start on E. Here we go. And E, D, E, B, A, F, E, G, B, C, D, E. I'm sparing you by not using my falsetto in those higher notes there. All right, can we go on to number 5? Now, the notes in each pair of measures spell a word. Write the note names in the boxes. So we've done something similar to this before. So we're starting on D. And we're going to go through those 2 measures there, those first 2 measures. Here we go. N, D, E, E, D, E, D. Jumping all over the place there, up and down, up and down. So that is D-ed. So we have D, E, E, D, E, D. D-ed. All right, let's go on to the 4/4 example there, starting with B. All right, this one, spoiler alert, spells baggage, right? Here we go. B, A, G, G, A, G, E. Yeah, I got it. Let's do that one again. Starting on B, ready, and go. B, A, G, G, A, G, E. Ooh, I got it better that time. Right on. Let's move on to the 3/4 measure. This one spells caged. Caged. All right, starting on C. 1, ready, and go. C, A, G, E, D. Oh, that's coming out a little bit better now. Let's do it again. C, A, G, go. C, A, G, E, D. Well done. And let's do the last one in 4/4 time. The last note is a whole note, right? And this one spells ebbed. Ebbed. I don't say that word too often. All right, starting with E. And we're going to play B, and then we jump the octave all the way down to the low B. Back up to the E. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. E, B, B, E. 2, 3, 4. And I had my left hand play that low B. That was not fair. I'll do it again with just the right hand. One more time. Starting on E. Ready and go. E, B, B, E, D. Okay, if you need to go back and check any of them, please do. And again, you can use the scale device that they have at the top of the page to check all your notes as well. Let's move on to page 71, writing the C major chord position for right hand. We have our C major chord. Again, this is in an inversion because you know that the C that we've played before, the C chord we've played before, the C was at the bottom, but now, since we're in G as home base, it makes it a little bit easier to keep G on the bottom and just move your upper two notes to the C and the E. Okay, so we have our C major there with the G on the bottom, and practice changing from G chord to C chord with the common tone being G. So we start here with 1, 3, 5, and then get your fingers looking ahead. They're moving over to C and E. Go ahead. And let's go back. Go up to C again. And come on back to G. Okay, so you can practice that a few more times if you need to. In this piece, both hands always play the same chords at the same time. In the right hand, the chords are broken. The left hand plays block chords. Write the chord symbols in the boxes. Play, carefully observe all ties and pedal indications. All right, so let's go through this one a couple times because this is all a little bit new for us. And I will show my pedal in a follow-up playing of this. For now, I'll stay on this particular camera. But I want you to look at the very last measure. The very last measure has a direction that says play 1 octave higher, the left hand. So cross the left hand over to G, but play that G 1 octave higher. All right, so we have two directions there for one note. 1 octave higher, we're going to play the octave higher G, but we're going to play it with our left hand instead of the right hand. Okay, we can do that. That is legal. We are allowed to play our left hand in the treble clef. We're allowed to play our right hand in the bass clef. Okay, so we're branching out a little bit here. Let me play for you those last two measures. So my left hand is on the G chord. My right hand is playing a G chord broken. And now my left hand crosses over to G. Okay, watch that again. 1, 2. And they direct you to play with the third finger there. Third finger, second finger. For right now, either one is fine, but let's try to stick to the third finger since that's what it's telling us. Okay, so when we get to the end, I need for you to cross over. Let's start at the beginning. We have a pickup note. We start on beat number 3. It's an incomplete measure there. We're both in G position with both hands. We're looking ahead to the C chord. We come back to the G. We go to the D7 in the second line there. We come back to G. We go to C in the third line. Come back to G, D7, and G. Okay, and those are all the chords that we were to write in. So if you haven't written those chords in, go ahead and do that now. You can pause the video. Go ahead and write in There are G, C's, and D7 chords is what we have there. Okay, let's begin. Take it nice and slow. Before we start, find your thumb on G. Get that chord ready. Get that chord ready. Look ahead. See the tie notes. Get your pedal ready going to go. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, go. 3, 1, 2, get ready to pedal. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, pedal. 2, 3, 1, 2, pedal up, and 1, 2, 1, 2, pedal down. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, pedal up. 2, 1, 2. Get ready to cross your hand over. 2, 3, cross over. Okay. How'd you make out with that? Now, it does tell us to repeat. For the repeat, let me change my camera. Now you can see my fingers, and now you can see the pedal going on there as well. Okay, let's go ahead and start again. And we're gonna keep it moderately slow. Okay, get your hand in position, both hands. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, pedal up. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, pedal down. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, pedal down. 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2. We could pedal at every chord change. So how about we go back and do this one more time? I'm going to pedal essentially every 2 measures. All right, just to give us the practice of putting the pedal down and up. I'm not going to say pedal down, pedal up this time because quite honestly, I get myself confused while trying to say pedal down, pedal up, while pushing my pedal down and while trying to play respectively the correct notes on the piano. All right, so let's do this again. Pedal every 2 measures. Make sure you don't blur your chords. Okay, so essentially every chord change we are going to pedal. Last time, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, pedal down. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, Look at crossover. All right, go ahead and turn the page. Let's get on to page 72. Go back and practice 71 if you need to. I think you're probably doing okay with that one. Middle C position. Now we're on page 72. The middle C position uses notes you already know. Right hand is in C position. Left hand moves 1 note down from G position. Both thumbs are now on middle C. Let me get back to my other camera and we'll go over this together. Go ahead and find your left hand thumb on middle C, and then second finger's on B, third finger's on A, fourth finger G, fifth finger F there. Okay? And if you look at the very top there, they have you playing starting with F, the left hand, B, C, and that's right where your right hand thumb will take on or take over. Okay, so middle C position, we have both thumbs on C, middle C. Let's do that one more time. So at the very top of the page, starting with left hand, fifth finger on F, and here we go. And C, now your right hand. You may take a minute and practice that. That particular exercise, I believe, is not necessarily to be practiced, because if you go down to that next line there, this is where we do our practicing. Play and say the note names. Do this several times. So how about we do it twice for each hand? We're going to start with the left hand on F. And let's go ahead and do this one 2 times. Here we go. And F, do it again. F, G, A, B, C, A, G. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done. Let's switch hands. Right hand thumb on C, middle C. 1, 2, ready, here we go. C, let's do it again. Go. One, 2, 3, 4. Go back and practice that. Maybe that was a little bit too fast for you. Slow it down a little bit. Go back and slow it down. Until then, or for now, we're going to go on to thumbs on C. Okay, which is essentially what we were just practicing, just a little bit more elaborate as far as a melody is concerned, okay? Now, getting ourselves set up for this one, make sure you have both hands in position and ready to go, which means you have 2 thumbs on middle C. Okay, we're starting with our pinky in the left hand on F, and our pinky on the right hand will be on G, ready to go at the beginning of line 2. Moderately slow, starting with 5th finger on F. There is a repeat sign at the end, so we'll go ahead and take that repeat. All right, 1, 2, ready, and go. C, 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 C. 1, 2, 3, right hand, go. Start on G. 1, 2, 2, 3. Let's repeat. Left hand starts. Right hand takes over with G. 1, 2, 3, and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. How are we doing with that one? Again, go back and take it slower if necessary. Let's move on to page 73. This will be our final page of the lesson. Waltz time. New dynamic signs. Crescendo. We see that sign that looks like that. Means gradually louder. And then the sign that gets smaller, gradually softer. Diminuendo. So crescendo is gradually getting louder or gradually getting stronger. diminuendo gradually getting softer. In the music lingo, we call them hairpins. They kind of resemble hairpins, right? So crescendo getting louder, diminuendo getting softer. So let's keep an eye for them in the second system, second and third measure. We're going to crescendo and then get softer, decrescendo or diminuendo. And the same thing in the last system. We're going to crescendo and then decrescendo or diminuendo. Okay, decrescendo, diminuendo, kind of the same thing. And they want us to play an octave higher with both hands on the repeat, so we'll do it. All right, so get yourself ready to play the octave higher. We're starting with left hand thumb on C and right hand on 3 and 5 on E and G. 1, ready, and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Second system. Now crescendo. And get softer. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we're going to crescendo. 1, 2, decrescendo. Up the octave. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. Crescendo. 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's a little taste of crescendo, decrescendo, and just following those new symbols. Sometimes it's easier to crescendo if you have an entire line to do it, and you can start inserting them. For instance, in the first line, we don't have any crescendo, decrescendo notated, so I keep saying decrescendo, diminuendo notated. So how about you write that in yourself there? And in the third system, same thing. How about that be it for our lesson today? Before we turn the page, let's talk about our homework. I need for you to go back to page 71, and let's continue working on page 71. We have the same chords in both hands, and then continue working on 72, especially 73. We have our decrescendo, our diminuendo, we have our crescendo there. So work on processing that as you're playing. Now we have a number of different things going on. We have our pedaling, obviously we have our fingerings, we have our different positions now. We're taking a repeat, we're moving up the octave. There's lots of things that we're starting to need to process as we're playing. And soon enough, this will become kind of natural as you go. Again, the more you practice, the more natural it will become. Turn to page 74 and 75. The next time we get together, we are going to we'll start looking at the fermata. I need for you to read about what the fermata tells us to do. And then we'll look at good morning to you and happy birthday to you. And we'll be incorporating eighth notes into our playing and into our pieces. So now you're going to know how to play happy birthday. So you can get going on that so that when we get to our next lesson, you are ready to go with a discussion on eighth notes. We'll be ready to go on playing happy birthday, good morning to you. Obviously, good morning to you and happy birthday, you're going to find out, are very similar pieces. All right, my friends. So again, your homework, starting on 71, go on to 72, 73, review all of that, and start looking at pages 74 and 75. There's not a whole lot of written homework to do. Let's take a peek at the next page. And in our next lesson, we'll go ahead with page 76, and work more on eighth notes and what they mean and how we count them. Okay, my friends? Until our next lesson, happy practicing. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you then.